say I gotta be half crazy to be doing what I do. I'm a slap happy, gear jamming, coffee drinking, truck driving fool. I might have a little shimmy in this cracker box Jimmy, but I ain't never cracked up yet. The more I try to make a buck in this beat up truck, the more semi-crazy I get. Yeah, I'm semi-crazy. I gotta be half nuts to keep running up and down the road in these semi-trucks. I might have had half a mind to slow it down for a time, but I'm never gonna give it up till I'm pushing up daisies. I'll be semi-crazy.
I'm just a truck driving fool who never finished school. I got my learning at the old truck stop. They said I won't amount to much when a gear shift and a clutch was the only education I got. I'm just an old blue-collar, semi-crazy road scholar. They tell me that I'm half insane, that I've been driving so long. I got diesel in my blood and 90 weight oil on my brain, 'cause I'm semi-crazy. Yeah, about half nuts to keep running up and down the road in these semi-trucks. I might have had half a mind to slow it down for time, but I'm never gonna give it up till I'm pushing up daisies. I'll be semi-crazy.
Everybody says we're dingy 'cause we're too semi-crazy to stop. That's the handle that we're stuck with, no matter if we like it or not. Through the deserts and the mountains, the sunshine, the rain, and the snow, we'll be double clutching daddies till we're over the hill, and we're never gonna take it slow, 'cause we're semi-crazy. We gotta be half nuts
to keep running up and down the road in these semi-trucks.
We might have had half a mind to slow it down for a time, but we're never gonna give it up till we're pushing up daisies. We'll be semi-crazy till they put us in the ground. They never shut us down.
Till we're 6 feet under, we'll be rolling thunder.
Yeah, break 1-9. Red, are you out there? You got a Lunier Jr. out here. Come on back.
Hey, Lunier, this is old cornbread Red. How you doing, boy?
Well, I'm a little semi-crazy from driving this truck too long, but I'll be all right.
Me too. What do you think of that, Dudley?
Me and Earl was hauling chickens on a flatbed out of Wiggins, and we'd spent all night on the uphill side of 37 miles of hell called Wolf Creek Pass, which is up on the Great Divide. And we were sitting there sucking toothpicks and drinking knee-highs and onion soup mix, and I said, Earl, let's mail a card to Mother and send them chickens on down the other side. Yeah, let's give them a ride. Wolf Creek Pass way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Well, Earl put down his bottle and mashed his foot down on the throttle. Then a couple of boobs with 1,000 cubes and a 1948 Peterbilt screamed alive. We woke up chickens. We rode up off that shoulder, spraying pine cones, rocks, and boulders, and put 400 head of them Rhode Island Reds and a couple of burnt-out roosters on the line. Look out below, 'cause here we go. Wolf Creek Pass way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Well, we commenced to trucking, and them hens commenced to clucking. And then Earl took out a match and scratched his pants and lit up the unused half of a dollar cigar and took a puff. Said, my, ain't this pretty out here. I said, Earl, this hill can spill us. You better slow down, you're gonna kill us. Just make one mistake and it's the pearly gates for them 85 crates of USDA-approved cluckers. Do you want to hit second? Wolf Creek Pass way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. shifter, and he stabbed her in the 5th gear. And then the chromium-plated, fully illuminated, genuine accessory shift knob come right off his hand, and I said, "You won't screw that thing back on, Earl?" He's trying to thread it on there when the fire fell off of his cigar, and it dropped on down and sort of rolled around and lit in the cuff of Earl's pants and burned a hole in his sock. Sort of set it right on fire. Well, I looked out of the window, and I started counting phone poles, going by at the rate of 4 to the 7th power. Well, I put 2 and 2 together and netted 12 and carried 5 and come up with 22,000 telephone poles an hour. Well, I looked at Earl, and his eyes was wide, and his lip was curled, and his leg was fried, and his hands was froze to the wheel like a tongue to a sled in the middle of a blizzard. And I said, "Earl, I'm not the type to complain, but the time has come for me to explain that if you don't apply some brake real soon, they're going to have to pick us up with a stick and a spoon." Well, Earl reared back, cocked his leg, stepped down as hard as he could on the brake, and the pedal went clear to the floor, and it stayed right there on the floor. Said sort of like stepping on the plum. Well, from there on down, it just wasn't real pretty. It was Hairpin County and Switchback City. One of them looked like a can full of worms, and another one looked like a malaria germ. And right in the middle of the whole damn show was a real nice tunnel now, wouldn't you know? Sign said clearance to 12-foot line, but chickens was stacked to 13.9. Well, we shot that tunnel at 110 like gas through a funnel and eggs through a hen. We took that top row of chickens off Slickered and scum off of Louisiana Swamp. We went down and around and around and down, and we run out of ground at the edge of town and bashed in the beside of a feed store in downtown Pagosa Springs. Wolf Creek Pathway up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Wolf Creek Pathway up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side.
Was headed into Beantown in a big long diesel truck. It was his first trip to Boston. He is having all bad luck. He was going the wrong direction down a one-way street in town. This is what he said when the police chased him down. "Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. It's the easiest way that I've found. Some guys can turn it on a dime or turn it right downtown, but I need 40 acres to turn this rig around." When he finally found where to unload, he had a dreadful shock. His trailer pointed toward the road and his cab right to the dock. As he looked around him, through his tears he made this sound: "Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. It's the easiest way that I've found. Some guys can turn it on a dime or turn it right downtown, but I need 40 acres to turn this rig around." When he finally got unloaded, he was glad to leave the town. He was very, very happy going back to Alabama. When up ahead he saw a sign said, "You are northward bound." He said, "Give me 40 acres, I'll turn this rig around." I say, "Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. It's the easiest way that I've found. Some guys can turn it on a dime or just turn it right downtown, but I need 40 acres to turn this rig around." He was driving down the right lane when ahead he saw a sign. He had to make a left turn but could not get in the line. And the tears came streaming down his cheek and everybody heard him yell, "Give me 40 sticks of dynamite and I'll blow this thing to give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. It's the easiest way that I've found." Some guy